a lot of frustration here on Saturday evening, Nigel. Have you got over all that?
You know, I think that we've got to hold on to that going into this this fixture. It's quite an important moment for this group of players. I think they've developed and got a huge amount of potential. A lot of them are no longer, you know, youngsters as we've called them in the past. They are now, we have to be able to produce the goods in the big games, and they won't probably get a better opportunity as a group than doing it now. We didn't play particularly well, and we still had enough opportunities to win the game. So there's a lot of room for improvement. But a lot of these guys have got to stand up as well and be counted now. It's taking a step. You know, we talk about taking this step from being a side that's got lots of potential and play some attractive rugby to actually being able to win the top European encounters. And for whatever reason, for reasons that we know, we weren't quite able to do that on Saturday. But I still believe in this team, and I still believe this team has got a lot more to show. But individually, well, they have to step it up, and they know that. And I say we can either accept where we are and accept that we can be a great team that loses key matches, or we can be hard on ourselves, as individuals and collectively, and try and get to make that next step. And that's the route I'm taking. I want to drive this very hard to take advantage of this opportunity, as I said.
Thomond Park, you know, its reputation, the record Munster have got there, just obviously taking it no notice of that whatsoever.
It's great for what they've created there. I thought it was a big performance by them to come here, take the wind out of our sails, and ask some serious questions of us which we weren't really able to answer. Thorne Park, we will respect that place hugely, but I think there's a lot of frustration in this group of players, and you know, we have to just turn up on the day and play to our potential.
You sick of the sight of Munster?
No, I think it's a great challenge. It's what it's about. You know, it's why we play the game. It's why they're at the top end of Europe, and why they've won the tournament a couple of times. It's where you test yourselves. And as I keep saying, this group is ready for this challenge. It's just got to realise itself and step up.
Breakdown obviously was an area of contention, Nigel. Is that something that you can speak to? Is it Davies?
Yeah, I mean, I've looked at the game again. There was a couple of tight calls either way. I don't think there was anything hugely significant. And I think we just got to be a lot smarter in that area than we were. It's definitely an area that they challenged us and became second best, I think, overall. Our boys didn't shirk from anything, but we just lacked sometimes clarity and intensity about what we were doing, and because of that, we did come second best in that area.
Your defence has been strong for the most part this year. Is that something that obviously you're going to need to have in Thomond Park?
You know, defence is key to being successful in any tournament, and yeah, you know, we've been very pleased with the way our defence has gone this year. We put ourselves under pressure a couple of times through poor kicking, and again, you know, that's an area that people have got to take responsibility for. When you play the top teams in Europe, you've got to get those key things right, and we didn't, and we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. We recovered on a couple of occasions, but the one occasion is when they scored.
You mentioned last week the possibility of looking at perhaps two different sides, different selections for this game and last game. Is that still the case?
Well, you know, I think we've got to look at the merits of this performance, and you know, there were some players who stuck their hand up and played particularly well, and maybe there were others that didn't come up to the mark and the standards that they've set themselves. And with having now a competitive squad, you know, there are considerations that we have to take into account. And we'll do that during selection. We've already done it. I say it's a very strong position to be in, because we have got options this time round where, you know, in past maybe we haven't. So it's a strong position to be in, but there's an argument as well for giving people the opportunity to perform where maybe they didn't last week.
Northampton's defeat, how do you see that group now in terms of three and four still in? How do you see the group as a whole at the halfway stage?
Yeah, I mean, it's still very open. This is a key game, without a shadow of a doubt. When you look at the other groups as well, you know, they're fairly low scoring, and I think that 19 points will see him into quarterfinals this year at this stage. But we've got a big game to deal with. We can't look further than that. If we can go and get a result or anything out of this game, then it puts us in a strong position again. So we're still very much in the fight, which is great. We lost the battle, but we haven't lost the war.
So you don't think a defeat this weekend would be the end of it?
I'm not considering that, you know, but I do think 19 points is probably good enough to get you into a semi-final this year if you look at. But you know, it's more than that, into a quarter-final rather. It's more than that, you know. Munster have a huge amount of respect and regard from us, and we admire everything about them. But I firmly believe this is the best opportunity we've had to beat them for a long, long time.